Hello, welcome to Anime Mystics. I'm Roman, and tonight I am watching Wotaku Nikoi wa Muzukashii episode 11. So this is the final episode for this series. I think this is the second series to end this week, along with Comic Girls. I don't think there's anything else that ended this week. Gold Kamui ends next week. Crossing Time, as far as I know, doesn't have an end date. Oh no, 3D Kanoto Real Girl ended on Tuesday. Yeah, ended on Tuesday. So basically, most of the shows that I've been reacting to are going to be ending soon. And then the summer season doesn't pick up until next month. So another 2 weeks. Should give me time to catch up with the other shows that I've been watching. So yeah, I think what is it? Seven Deadly Sins has another 2 episodes to go. Maho Shoujo Site ends this week. I think Hinamatsuri ends this week. And yeah, just about everything's going to be ending. But anyway, last episode we were following mostly Hirotaka's brother, whose name I can't remember. He was at work and I don't know, just talking to a couple of coworkers, and then he was told he can go on his break. And he said, okay, well, I'm going to do one more walk around the store, and then I'll take my break afterwards. So he starts walking around the tables, and he notices this person sitting at one of the tables playing a video game. And he just kind of leans in and watches a little bit. I believe it was the game that they had played the last time when he took over for Hirotaka. At least for one small battle where he died right away. He then starts trying to start a conversation because she it's actually a she notices him kind of watching, and he starts trying to talk, saying, it's a fun game, I've played it before, and just get up and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, and just grabbed their stuff and left. But they left something behind. So he picks it up and got lucky to find out that they go to his college. So when he saw her, he doesn't know it's a female, though. He thinks it's a guy. He's at his table with his friends, and he looks over and sees her sitting at the table, the opposite table, and he says that he met them at his job, and they had left something, and he was going to go over and give it to them. And his friends were talking about how they're more about how she's more of a loner. She doesn't really talk to a lot of people. She just kind of hangs out by herself, playing her games. They don't say it like that, though. They say it so it's still kind of... You still don't know if it's a female or a male. And he goes over and he's talking to her again, saying, he brought her what she had left at the it's a Starbucks, all right. Brought her what she left at the Starbucks, and she grabs it and is about to leave, and he's like, no, wait, I want to be your friend. And she thinks he's talking about in the game, so she lets him copy her friend code so that he can go on and add her and they can play together. This is when you find out that it's a girl, because his two friends are like, he does know that she's a female, right? And his other friend's like, probably not. So the rest of it is him inside the game. He's working with Narumi, Taro, Hanako, trying to level up and get better at the game so that he doesn't have to rely so much on his friend. However, they do end up still needing her help. They're about to lose a battle, and she shows up and kills them all of the enemies, really quickly. And he knows it's her because she's wearing, the skin that she has in the game. So he ends up bringing it up. He still ended up having to save me. He was thankful for it. But he's trying not to be a burden because he knows he's bad at these games. His brother's always telling him how bad he is at the games and doesn't want to play with him. So he kind of thinks if he doesn't get better, that she's not going to want to play with him. That she's going to get like annoyed or bored or whatever of constantly having to help him out. But she keeps telling him that's not going to happen. She doesn't mind helping him out. It makes him happy, but he still wants to be able to do things on his own. So she tells him, "Did you pass this part of the game yet?" And he's like, "No." And she's like, "Well, you're probably going to want to do that first because that opens up a lot of stuff later on." It's basically like the first quest. But he's got to do it alone. He can't have anybody else with him. So they end up going into the game, and he's trying to complete the quest, but he keeps dying to the boss, like over and over and over again. No matter what kind of strategy he comes up with, no matter what they decide he should do, he keeps dying. One second. Okay. And then he goes to take a break. I think he had to use the restroom or something. And Hirotaka goes in there because he went to his house and asked him if he could use his computer to play this game. And he got curious to find out what game it was and who he was playing with and stuff like that. So he gets on and he starts playing with his character. And he's in this quest where his friend is at, a higher level quest. And she sees him and thinks that he's about to get killed, so she's getting ready to run over to help him, and he just decimates all of the enemies with like some fire attack. She's totally surprised, but that was Hirotaka doing that. And when he came back, he's like, "What are you doing? You're playing my character." And he gets back on, he apologizes and explains, that was my brother, the one that, plays all the time and is really good. And that's when she tells him again, "I don't really mind helping you out. We can go through these, as slow as you need to. We'll just, just so you can get better." So they just continue playing. And that was basically around where it ended. I can't remember exactly if that's like the spot it ended at, but I think that is where it ended. So yeah, he's got himself a new friend. I'm wondering when he's going to find out it's a female. I don't think that would really change anything as far as their relationship. But we'll see. So let's get into this episode and see what's going to happen. Okay. So the video is going to be located over here, and the link to the reaction is going to be in the description down below. And we're going to start this episode in 3, 2, 1.